Welcome, everybody, to another episode of The Attacking Third. I know you haven't seen this lovely face in a while. We had the unfortunate, um, the unfortunate time looking at Pat's face for like 3 weeks straight. But now that we have him back, Austin, how you doing, my man?
I'm doing good, man. It's great to be back. It's great to allow you guys out there to just hang out with me for a little while I have my silly ramblings, and I've definitely missed it. I'm just glad to finally get back into it, man. So let's just go right to it.
So, listen, first of all, what a week. Let's just say we have a lot to talk about. We're gonna get into everything, even a little messy. Coming to the MLS, I still can't believe I'm saying those words, but we're gonna get into that. First, these last couple of weeks that you haven't been here, man, the Union have completely turned it around, and
Yeah,
a huge part on what you see right there, Julian and Gastag coming back into their own, coming back into their original play, into what they can do to hurt you, right?
yeah.
What have you seen different from the last time we saw you to now?
It's a lot of just those guys getting to the form that we know they're capable of doing. They spend a lot of time trying to fiddle with a few things, like make a bit more dangerous passes, a bit more like off timed runs, trying to get that extra step. But now they're just back to look, we know what we can do. Just do that. Like you don't need to get extra fancy. You don't need to raise the difficulty level for yourself. Like if you're already playing on all Madden, play on all Madden, bro. Like just do it. Just do
Go
it. And
out.
that is exactly what they are doing now. And the numbers speak for themselves. Carranza now top 4 in goals. Daniel Gostog being tied for the league lead in assists from their contributions in this match. I mean, it's been incredible, man. It's been an amazing run, and hopefully they can continue this momentum going forward.
Quite a turnaround, and I'm sorry to say, because I had to bring this up.
Of course.
Quite a turnaround, and everything started when your man, the legend, the Philadelphia Union legend, Bedoya.
Gustavo, I am an honest man. When I say that things have gotten better since Bedoya has not been in the 11, I openly admit that you are correct. I will. This is consider this my public apology because I said I would do one if it happened.
Listen, I was calling for it for how many weeks?
Yeah, I mean, I even openly admitted to it last year when we had started to put McGlynn in instead of Bedoya in the mid, and you know it's working. Keep just you have to. If it's not broke now, don't fix it.
At this point, you can't. You have to keep going with it. Like I said, I always say I know what Bedoya brings to.
Oh, Gus all of a sudden just dropped out. But yeah, it's been an incredible it's been incredible form by this team. Regardless of who's in the 11, it has been absolutely amazing to watch this team just go on the run that they've been on, and especially this match against Montreal because you almost immediately in within the first 20 minutes get a goal from Julian Carranza.
So sorry about that. I'm not really sure what happened. We're having some technical difficulties today in the seminary household.
It
Um,
happens.
but yeah, man, it's like I said, no knock on Bedoya. I think he knows that we're playing a lot better. He's going to do his job, which is be the veteran player in the Union from the bench, which you can do.
Yeah.
And they're going to go from there. I love the formation they're pulling out the last couple of weeks with the five in the back. Leaves Bizo and Wagner to kind of move up a little bit more and
Yeah, it gives them
alleviate.
yeah, I feel like it gives them the opportunity to play a bit more free, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. And in turn, you have to account for them more up top, which would give Gasdag a little more room to work in the middle,
Yeah.
which is exactly what's been happening. So I say we keep going with it. That's our strength. I was at the game on Saturday against Montreal. Now,
Yeah, you were saying.
the last goal, it's a little fussy, but but um, no, I'm just kidding. But the whole game was really nice. I got the opportunity to go up where the players, some of the players' families were. I got to meet Wagner's wife, like I told you.
Yeah.
Really really nice. Their son, which was running all over the place, it was awesome. But the game itself was just from the start. It was we just looked at we clicked. Brujo has been playing really well ever since that one game he had that he was just awful. Um,
Yeah, coming off of the
so
international break, Brujo has been much better than I had expected. Because normally he comes back a little worn out, but he seems to have come back really revitalized and with a whole different mentality in his play.
well, that's what a new contract would do to you.
Oh yeah,
That's what a new contract does.
for sure. And I mean, he honestly, because I remember you guys were talking about it when it happened. Uh, just give my quick 2 cents on it. It's extremely well deserved. Like this guy is a heart and soul style player. His play cannot be replicated at all in this formation in this system that Jim Curtin has built. He is without a doubt I would say one of the top tier players on this team.
I,
If you really look at not even just the numbers, just the actual like on the field play and how he is for getting this team to the point that they are, he is a
he
very vital piece to this
he's
organization.
important.
Yeah,
Talent wise, maybe no, right? But he is
exactly.
very important. I think I've said this before to you. He is our Draymond Green.
Yeah,
He is our
yep,
PJ Tucker. He's that guy, and he does it very well. So
yeah,
as long as he keeps doing it, he deserves the contract. I think I texted you guys and I said he's going to be our next Bedoya. I truly
yeah,
believe that. Like
yeah,
he's going to be here for a long time. He likes it here. The union gave him a chance. I guarantee you, he doesn't want to go back to Venezuela. So,
yeah.
so he wants to stay up here, unless another team really offers him something like crazy.
Exactly.
I think he's going to stay in the union. They're going to give him every chance to kind of re-up the contract as the time goes. But I really don't see Brujo going anywhere.
Yeah, yeah. I don't see him going anywhere
There's a
either.
couple people that I see leaving the union soon. Mm, I was more sure last year about McGlynn. This year, I want to see what kind of jump he can do once
Yeah, because well,
there's
I
no
feel
more
like
distractions.
yeah, I feel like injecting him into the 11 now with how he's been so far, you definitely it's going to be for a long period of time. It's going to be for a more extended run than it was last year. So you're definitely going to be able to get a chance to showcase him to other clubs. So
Well, I
there's
think
always
he'll
that
come.
possibility.
I think he'll come off the bench. Coming back from the World Cup there,
Yeah,
or from the tournament there,
From the U20.
U20. Um, I think he'll be at the bench. He can work his way to being a starter again. I have no doubt. But it'll be more of like a team situation, like who we're facing. Um, I say right now, if it ain't broke, because the lineup that we have right now has been working, and then we can add McGlynn as just depth, man. Like
Yeah,
for later on, people, our guys get gas, and then we have him to come out and just kind of relieve some of that stress, and still be able to produce goals and opportunities, and
yeah,
he has to work on his defense a little bit, but I mean, he's not
yeah.
there to play defense.
Exactly. And speaking of defense, you can't not give a ton of credit to this defense now with how Damian Lau's been playing in there as
Oh
well.
my god, yeah, yeah.
He's
I said
been incredible, and even him being in there as a third center back, he's the one that tends to play a bit more freely compared to Glesnes and Elliott. So having them back there as support for him is is incredible because he's able to
oh my
come
god,
up
yeah.
on the attack sometimes. Like he just like Glesnes and Elliott has incredible. He's a tall dude, so like he has
Yeah,
that
he's big.
incredible ability to be able to work off of those the amazing set pieces that we see from Wagner. or
Mm-hmm.
even from the other side from Bizo or
And
McGlynn or
Glesnes too. Glesnes
yeah,
puts in some nice balls. Like the
yeah,
goal, the long ball to Carranza was
yep,
from Glesnes. So he does he does do that. Now Glesnes, Elliott's been playing out of his mind. I mean, we both can agree that he's been very very solid. This whole stretch of games that we've won. Glesnes has gone down. I don't know if you noticed. He's still playing well, but he's gone down in terms of play for some reason. I'm not really sure why. I don't
yeah.
know if he's relying a
I
little
have
too
noticed
much.
that.
Yeah, I don't know if he's relying a little too much on Elliott and Lowe. He knows that they're there, or Bizo coming back. I'm not really sure, but he doesn't look. I don't want to say comfortable because he always looks comfortable. He doesn't. He seems like he's not playing to his full potential. Now I'm not really sure why. Do you have
Yeah,
what do you
or
think?
even or even possibly he's just not playing the position as confidently as he did before. Like it's definitely weird to see because you know the ability that Glesnes has as one of the center backs of this club. But I do feel like, just like with Damian Lowe being able to get forward a bit more because he has Glesnes and Elliott with him, I feel like Glesnes feels like he doesn't have as much pressure on him, so he can play a bit. I don't want to say off because I feel like that sounds condescending, but he
He's
can,
not off. He's
yeah,
not
like
off.
he can definitely like play at a different
Yeah,
pace than he usually
he's
does.
not
I feel like
playing
is
how
what I'm trying to say.
how we're used to seeing him play,
Yeah, I
and
feel like
and that's okay.
yeah, and I feel like to use kind of a word that you had said, I feel like he's playing a bit more comfortably. I feel like is the word I
Mhm.
could use, or like more contented, where it's not necessarily taking plays off or anything like that. It's just knowing the support around you at the position that you're in. You sometimes just like, yeah, like okay, I'll this is how I'm going to do it. I'm not going to wear myself out, but I'm still going to play to a level that I know is still one of the best in the league.
That can be dangerous though, because then you
Oh
get a
yeah,
little too
definitely.
comfortable, and then
Exactly.
you're done.
Yeah.
He's not playing his usual position. Like when you look at the formation, he's a little bit
Yeah.
to the right more,
Hmm.
because he needs to cover a lot more of an area because
Because
Bizo is
he's
going to
usually
be
one
up
of
a
yeah,
little bit.
and especially because in the old formation he was one of two. So
Exactly, and then
having
you got
that
in the
third, he's
middle, and then
he's
you still
yeah,
have the speedsters. Well, I don't want to call Wagner a speedster, but the
you
guys
have
in the
yeah you
wing
have you
coming
have
back.
your yeah you have your outside wing threats going forward, so you're
Hmm.
able to move the ball a bit more. It's like I feel like it's more like he's still figuring out how to play a little bit wider
Hmm.
than he used to in terms of his positioning on the field. But I feel like he's comfortable in the position because it's still playing as like a back line.
Yeah,
But it's just where he's positioned, he hasn't been used to. So I feel
but
like he's still sort of working through some of the kinks with it, but he's still playing very well.
I gotta tell you though, this position that he's in right now, in the formation that Kern's putting out, it gives him, to me, it gives him more of a chance to get a rocket on.
Oh yeah, it really
Because
does.
it's gonna open up a little bit. They're gonna have to go wherever because they love the long ball, so they're gonna have
Yeah.
to respect it. This has been working. So for the Philadelphia Union, when you're playing the Philadelphia Union, you're going to respect the long ball. That's right
Yeah,
now.
you
It's
have to.
our game. We have to respect the long ball. So guess what? What does that do? What does that do to your defense? It kind of
It
halts it a little
compacts
bit,
you a little bit.
right?
Yeah.
So what happens to the actual field? It opens up for people that are behind a little bit.
Yeah.
Glesnes is a guy that can literally kill you from afar.
Yeah.
That's what he does. He doesn't do it often. When he does it, everybody goes
It,
bananas because
yeah.
it's awesome.
Yeah.
But
It's
I
incredible to
feel
see
like
what
the
he actually
position that
does do.
he's not taking an advantage of maybe moving up just a little bit. I'm not saying he should be up there. I'm saying
Right.
like at times there are opportunities for him to kind of work it, and he has done that. They haven't amounted to anything just yet. I just feel like there's a lot more opportunity for that. Now I understand if he doesn't want to because again it depends on who we're playing. If we're playing speedy front, you're not gonna do it as much because you're not gonna be able to get back in case there's a turnover, right?
Yeah.
So I get it. But I would love to see him get a little more involved. And yeah, Eric, you're absolutely. He can shoot from anywhere. That is actually true. He
It
his
really is.
he has a sneaky, very strong leg,
He does.
and
Absolutely.
I truly he really does can hit you from anywhere. It's just a matter of trying. Now, I'm not
Yeah.
saying he should be a forward again. I'm saying is that he does have the opportunity now to kind of explore that a little bit more.
Yeah, he definitely does have they as you've seen them all do it every time they run that five back set.
Oh,
That
low.
low
Low is the
low
one
is
person I gotta be like, yo,
five.
bro, get back.
Yeah, like there have been so many times where I'm like, man, he is so far forward. Like, what is he doing?
Get back.
Yeah, and then a ball comes in from Wagner, and you're like, oh my god, he's there. Like,
And you see Blake yelling at him at times, like, yo, bro, you can't do that every time, and you
yeah,
gotta get back.
yeah, like a set piece comes up, and he's getting back. And you just hear Blake. He's like, Dave. Like, he's
the
just
thing
like,
is that the thing is he's fast enough to get back.
yeah,
It's just gonna be one of those times where he's just not gonna be able to because the
hmm
other guy's a lot faster,
exactly.
and then he's just gonna pay the price. But as long as we can contain that, he should be okay. I like how aggressive he is. I don't want to change the way he plays.
Exactly.
Just this comes down to IQ. So
Yeah.
know when to attack, know when to not. Right. Your job is to be a defense. Be a
hmm
defender first.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, it is definitely it's been proving to be an advantage for us playing in this formation because I mean, the wins that we've been able to pull off have been very solid, especially
Oh,
especially that the Montreal match. Like that
listen.
was
Everybody knows that I love to dupe. Okay.
oh yeah.
And the beginning of the season, I wasn't really duping, and I didn't like it. I'm glad we're getting back to scoring. I'm glad Carranza. I would like to see Ua involved a little more. He seems a little. His assist numbers are good, but he seems a little off in terms of being a pure forward. So I like to see
Yeah.
him involved a little more.
Yeah, I feel like he was the last one to sort of find stride for the Union last year. So I feel like it was gonna. I had a feeling it was gonna be the same thing. But
Hmm.
I mean, he did contribute a goal in the Montreal match, so I feel like he's starting to find a little something. It's just taking him a bit longer than he would like, and I feel like it's been a bit frustrating for him. But it's gonna happen.
Well, it's also because Gazdag and Carranza are just like they're playing really well these past couple games.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
was calling out Gazdag a lot in the beginning of the season because he just seemed completely lost. He's really
Yeah,
turned around, um, like really turned around.
yeah.
Um, with Carranza scoring more, Gazdag his assist he's up to what
8.
eight
Yep.
eight assists right.
Tied for the
Um,
league lead.
we have Eric here. It's almost like changing things up worse or something. Isn't that crazy? Listen, as a
Right?
Philadelphia fan, I don't really know what that's like. So I'm happy that Curtin figured it out because not many Philadelphia coaches do that. Like
Yeah.
none. So
Yeah.
I'm happy he was able to Curtin was able to figure that out.
Yeah, really glad, and especially because of climbing from what at this point a month ago we were in seventh,
Yeah. And then
jumping
we're
all the way up
back
to
up to
third
three.
place now.
Listen, but this is what happens when you win games. We weren't that far off.
Yeah,
We've been having 3 points for the past 5 6 weeks. So
yeah,
you add those up, you're gonna go up. You're gonna go back up. We
exactly,
have
and
Eric again here saying, "Ua still needs to progress a lot more." I 100% agree.
oh yeah,
A
absolutely,
100% agree.
yeah,
Ua has a lot of potential. He had a lot of potential coming when he first came to the Union. I liked the pickup. I love the signing. Just because of I was watching some of his highlights over there, and you have to watch highlights with a like a grain of sand because you never really know. You know what I'm saying?
exactly,
But I did like what I saw. I felt like he was gonna not take over, but I felt like he was gonna contribute to what we were building over
yeah,
here. So I really did like and I loved his pace. His pace was really good.
yeah. Because I
He
remember,
does need to progress a lot more though. I completely agree.
yeah, I still clearly remember when we were first starting the show. Was when we were bringing over. Mikel Ua and Daniel Gazdag was
Yeah.
not too long before that. And you sent the highlight video and you were like, this guy can be dangerous.
Yeah.
And I watched that highlight video and I was like, oh my goodness, dude! Like if he can get those kinds of touches here, man, don't forget about it. He hasn't really been able to get the opportunities yet for a lot of those kinds of plays, but he's finding how to be able to play his game in a totally different style because of the transition from playing, overseas, playing in previous leagues elsewhere, coming to here, it's a totally different style game. Like you and I,
of course.
Yeah.
It's definitely an adjustment.
For sure. And I feel like it's taken him a bit longer than he would like to essentially I guess you could say just come back into a season. Because he picked up really well at the tail end of last year, and he's having the same type of season to start this year that he did last year.
Do you think maybe he is? See, I don't want to say. You think maybe he's a little overshadowed by what Carranza and Gazdag are doing? I mean, in the last 6 games, they have 11 goals.
Yeah, I mean, I would think he's definitely. I wouldn't say he's feeling a type of way about it, but I feel like there is that thought of like, man, if I can get myself going, imagine how much worse that could be for other teams. So
right.
He's it's definitely on his mind that those guys are performing this well, and he's supposed to be this other piece to this amazing trio that we have, and he's definitely I know for a fact that if it were me anyway, like I would definitely be a bit upset with myself,
but it's not like he's not contributing. If you can,
he's definitely.
If I can do, if I look up how many assists he has for the year, but I know he's contributing, and he still demands attention. He still has that pace he came to the league with. The one thing that I would love for him to just get started on, get better right away. Stamina, man, just 90 minutes. I don't think I've ever seen 90 minutes from Ua.
I think he got it twice so far this year. If I recall
young.
Correctly.
You're a young kid. Like you gotta be able to do 90. Maybe when it's not necessary, sure.
Yeah.
But when it is, so we need you to be able to go 90. And I don't know what it is. It just or maybe just Curtin doesn't like him to be out there that long. I'm not really sure. But
I don't know.
Very rarely do we see Mikel Ua playing the whole 90 minutes.
Yeah, it's not like I said. I think it may have only been 2 at the most 3 games so far this season that he actually went a full 90. So I mean, it definitely is something that you want to see him be able to, even if not a full 90, just be able to contribute more minutes.
Yeah,
because for the most part, it's been Chris Donovan coming in, and the play has been there. It's just the goal scoring touch hasn't found it just yet for him. I mean, he's gotten a few goals so far on the year. He definitely has the potential to be a solid goal scorer. Yeah. Bedoya has logged more 90-minute matches so far this year than.
Wait, Eric, do you have any idea how many times this season I have yelled at my television in the 78th minute when Bedoya was still playing? In the 78th minute.
Yeah.
The dude is 57 years old. Get him to the bench. I don't have to worry about it now, but still. This is the kind of thing that I'm talking about, though. He's way younger, and Bedoya has more 90-minute matches. That makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
I need him to work on the stamina. Go run. Go do something. Get that up.
Yeah, I mean, it's something that you definitely hope that you are able to get. So, I mean, the contribution is still there. I feel like he himself wants to be able to do more. And that starts from being able to contribute more meaningful minutes. The longer you're out there on the pitch, the more chances you will have to be able to score or contribute in any form. So you need to get those minutes, especially from a guy who's supposed to be one of your better goal scoring players. So
Yeah, absolutely. He needs to. Curtin is look. We have Eric again. Curtin is saving those subs he doesn't use for the playoff. Yeah, well, we don't have to. I hope that we do a little bit better in terms of get in there again. I still feel like we can. I don't see what we wouldn't be able to, but um, we'll see what happens. But I need Ua to start putting his blood, sweat, and tears into actually training and getting there. And when you're doing that at your job, sometimes you can get hurt. So what do you do when you get hurt at work? You
uh
call our man David R. Terry Esquire, workers' compensation, motor vehicle accidents, personal injury, and criminal law. Our man David R. Cherry at the Cherry Firm. You can call him at 610-565-0300.
so good, dude.
Man,
That was
that was
great.
really,
That was that
I don't want it.
had me taken for a loop there.
I heard the oh. Man, you gotta love our man, David Archerry, man.
Yeah,
Seriously,
great guy.
you ever have any issue with that? Give him a call. Um, let's get into something that's a constant in the Philadelphia Union. Something that we can put our hats on. Something that we don't even have to look at because we know it's there. That is my favorite goalkeeper in the MLS, Andre Blake. To this day, for the last actually a number of years now, he's been our constant. He's been a rock. He's been the reason why what we haven't lost a couple games, won a couple games. What makes Andre Blake so successful in the MLS right now?
Honestly, I think it's just his sheer athleticism. He just is. I don't know exactly what it is, but that man is just built different than every other goalkeeper in this league, and it just no matter how long he's been here, it's like I said last year, it's Blake, and then literally everyone else.
Yeah,
Like
well,
it's just
like
how it's been.
yeah, he's our constant man. He's the dude just hasn't like there are people where you when you play the sport, right? And I'm not talking about like the elites, but there are people when you play a sport that have really good years, and then they kind of drop down a little bit. Like look at Gostek or even
Mm-hmm.
Carranza. I mean, they're figuring it out now, but from before. Yeah, the brick wall. People go, yeah, absolutely.
The
I'm pretty
literal
sure
wall
there's a
that gets built
wall.
up pregame.
There's a wall with little dreads sitting at Silver Park as we speak. Um,
They just bolt a yellow jersey into.
put it up there. Well, no, but seriously though, like, no joke. That sometimes it feels that way.
It really
Sometimes it just
does.
feels like you're just not getting the ball, and then no matter where you hit it from, no matter where
Yeah.
you shoot it from, how hard, it doesn't matter. Sometimes when he's on, man, he's on,
Dude,
and
it,
it's amazing to me when I first saw him, when I first saw the game with Blake, he had 3 saves the game that I saw. I forget who we were going against. This was a number of years ago.
if
Um,
I remember correctly, I think it was Colorado was his first game.
I, yeah, but I don't think this was his first game. I think this
Well,
was a little
his
bit.
first official start anyway.
Yeah, I don't think it was his official like his
No,
start. I think
it was
he was
probably an appearance that he made before.
but no, I think it was after. I think it was after he actually started. I remember seeing him, and I'm like, because at the time, like I wasn't really watching the MLS that much. I was more focused on overseas.
Yeah,
Um, but I watched the Union, and I'm watching this guy. I'm like, if he had 3 crazy like I'm talking about, and I'm not even you know me, I know soccer.
mm-hmm.
You know what I feel about European soccer in comparison to the MLS, right?
Oh yeah,
Those saves, they could battle
worldies.
Buffon.
Yeah,
Like
absolute worldies, man.
I saw the saves, and I'm like, what?
Mhm.
And as I start watching this guy just be on goal, it's like, how is this guy?
Yeah,
Like, no, I was talking to
I
a
mean,
buddy of mine who was like, how is this guy not in Europe? Like, no offense, but how is this guy not being taken by
dude,
somebody? This is
dude,
crazy.
we asked the same question about Kai Wagner. This team just has guys that you look at them and you're like, how are they not playing
Yeah,
somewhere
but
else?
Blake
But Blake is a
Blake's
whole other
position.
level, though.
It's a different level because
Yeah.
you can literally plug in Blake right now in any, and I'm telling you, and I do not say this lightly, in any team in Europe. I don't even care the league. Any team in Europe, and he's still being a really good
Yeah.
goalie. And you
Oh yeah.
unfortunately you can't say that about Wagner or really anybody else in the union.
Yeah, honestly. But
Blake is
yeah.
just like he's crazy. He's coming. He has 4 clean sheets since the first week of May. Um, he's a huge reason why the success we've had in the last couple of years
Mm-hmm.
and the success we're going to have, however long we keep him and he's able to play.
Yeah.
How old is he then? He's like 33,
I think so, yeah.
32 up there. I think he's my age.
Yeah, he's
But
around our age.
I think he has a couple more years
I'm not as
years
old
to
as you
go.
think I am, Gus. Don't worry.
Well, you're younger than me, aren't you?
I'm 33.
Yeah, you're younger than me.
Yeah.
I'm 34.
I'm not that old.
I am, dude. I got 3 kids.
Just because I have just because there's the gray here don't mean, dude,
Got gray all over the place.
we're just wizards, dude. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's what I tell myself. I'm just gonna make myself feel better. But yeah, man, what he's doing for us this season, it's not being talked about a lot.
Eric.
Um, Eric, Eric, you're absolutely right. And you know
100%.
what? I might even change that yellow to red. Absolutely,
Yeah.
100%. I
Yeah.
agree.
So some leagues would beg to differ.
That was a very true statement though. Like
Oh
Brujo,
yeah.
but that's like I said, that's what he's there for. Everybody has see that's the one thing I love about the union. Like everybody knows what their job is. Everybody
Yeah.
knows what they need to do.
Hmm.
Blake's been doing it for years. Brujo knows his job. I really wish he would just chill with the stupid passes that he does sometimes. But but other than that,
Those things
um,
happen though.
yeah, no, it just happens to him a lot. That's my only
Yeah.
issue with Brujo. But I understand what he's there to do, and it is to maybe not rack up yellow cards, but to kind of enforce. I
He's
like
he's
it.
he's
I
the
like his
yeah,
decision.
he's your defensive mid. Like that's just what he does.
Yeah, sure. Listen, he's been actually pretty good this year. He hasn't racked
Yeah.
up as many yellows
Yeah, he's
as
actually been
he did
playing
this one
very
last year,
fair so far this year.
which
I've
kind of
been
scares
making
me.
notice of that. Yeah, it does because there's gonna be a time where he just pardon my
Loses it,
language.
dude.
Yeah, pardon my language. He's gonna fucking blast somebody sometime soon, and it's gonna be bad. Like,
He's gonna go all over the place. It's gonna be crazy.
my man is gonna get a straight red eventually. Like,
I thought he would have gotten it already.
there were a couple that I was like, that's a red, dude. And they walk over and show him a yellow and give him a stern talking to, and I'm like, what? Like,
Maybe he's getting some respect from the refs
hey,
in the league.
probably.
I don't know, but I keep doing what you're doing. If anything, the only thing I could ask Brujo, just work on your passing, bro. That's it.
Yeah, yeah, and
That's it.
yeah. It's literally just work on locating. That's all you got to do. Aside from that, I'll take it.
Freak yeah. So let's pop. Like I said, I could talk about Blake for years. Let's pop to another topic. Huge news coming from yesterday from literally everyone. World Cup winner 6 months ago, by the way,
Mm-hmm.
Lionel Messi joins the MLS Inter Miami. Your thoughts, please.
Uh, I'm still. I said it in the chat, and I said it to a couple of other people when I was talking about it. This may actually be the first time that I've been excited and terrified at the same time, because one of the clubs abroad that I followed was Barcelona, so I knew all about Leo Messi. I've known about him for a while,
I
so
knew about him, but
yeah,
because I'm a Real Madrid fan.
exactly. So like we both have experience with this man, be it good or bad. or both. So like the move to PSG, I saw that coming. Like that was just bound to happen. It's just how it is. Like
Yeah.
Barca wasn't going to be able to keep him. You could just tell that he wasn't comfortable playing there. Like he was still playing well, but like he didn't have the same look about him. You know what I mean? Like he didn't seem happy, and he himself admitted that it was not the best 2 years of his life playing in Paris.
Well, you're when you're Messi, you're not gonna, you're just not gonna play, a shitty game. You're gonna have good games. It's what he does. We have Eric here. I'm wondering what happens first. Andre Blake makes a miraculous save against Messi, or Araujo welcomes him to the league. Okay, Eric. Let me tell you something. Araujo plays Messi
A lot.
every year.
Yeah.
Venezuela against Argentina. He has checked them a couple times already. Trust me, he's already done that. He might do it again a lot more often now that they're going to see each other in the league. But
it's a shame our match against them down in Miami was already in March.
You write this down, record this, do something. Lionel Messi's first shot against the Philadelphia Union will be stopped by Andre Blake. Got it down.
That is very bold.
Got it down. I'm not saying he's not going to score. His first shot against Andre Blake will be stopped. Put it in the book.
His first one that actually comes on goal will be a save.
Will be a save by Andre Blake, and a crazy one at that. I'm looking at it now.
Shit, I need paper to write this
down.
I'm
looking at that. Where's Pat? This is why Pat's here. Pat, write it down. and when it happens, we can talk about it.
Man,
but I'm telling you right now.
Oh, there it is. I was gonna say I had like 7 notebooks over here and I couldn't find it.
I'm telling you right now, Messi's first shot against Andre Blake, it will be a save. But yeah, so the news broke out yesterday. It was kind of like a match between Barcelona, Al Hilal from Saudi Arabia League, and then Miami was trying to, or the MLS really, because he went to Miami because Miami was involved, but the MLS was really trying to get this guy over here, and they give him a package. Barcelona was really bowing out because they really couldn't compete with the number, and if it wasn't for the fact that they had to cut down on salaries of other players and staff to come get Messi, Messi would have said yes. The reason he didn't go, and he said this on this press conference, he didn't want to take away money from somebody else.
Yeah,
he loves Barcelona. You know what? I'll be at the river end, Eric. I will go ahead and see you when it happens. Yeah, like I was saying, what was I saying? Now I'm thinking about Eric streaking down the river end. Damn it.
Usually it's Pat that's getting us.
Yeah, so they had to like compile a crazy package to compete. Saudi Arabia was willing to go up to 1.2 or $3 billion. That's billion with a B.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, do you understand how much that is?
No, because I'll never make that in my life.
Like it's the fact that he turned. I mean, again, I understand what he's getting here, but when you think about it, that's $1 billion.
Yeah. It's insane.
It's crazy. Listen, Miami had to get creative. The MLS was involved. They involved Apple, huge company. He's going to get profits from there. They involved Adidas.
Yep.
He's going to get profits from there. And he's going to get a discount on an expansion when he retires if he really wants to buy a team.
I don't remember the specific details if it was a discount on an expansion or if it was like an opportunity to get in on ownership of Inter Miami itself.
He has an option.
Yeah.
So
he can either get in with Inter Miami or go with an expansion.
Yep.
Okay.
So
I actually do like that. I like that option for him.
Well, it's the reason why he picked over here in the first place. Dad and his wife didn't want to live in Saudi Arabia. She probably wanted to go to Miami.
Yeah,
but
I mean, if the family, if his family was unhappy in Paris,
Yeah, no. Well,
Like,
he was unhappy in Paris. He didn't want to be there. He played in a very good
yeah.
team, but Barcelona is home.
Mm-hmm.
You will never see Lionel Messi play like he played in Barcelona again because
No,
he doesn't
absolutely.
want to play anywhere else other than Barcelona. The reason he
Yeah.
picked here is literally for his future, and
Yeah.
that's why he picked here.
Yeah.
Um,
He himself said that it was the deal that made the most sense for his future
yeah,
and for his family. So I
this
mean,
is this is early early retirement. He's already thinking about it. Like, he's only
yeah,
35,
yeah.
but
I
he's already
mean,
thinking about it, right? So
makes sense too.
he'll maybe play what maybe 3 years, right? In the 3 more years, and then
Hmm.
he'll retire. And then when he retires, he's gonna still be very very comfortable. So
Oh yeah,
um,
and
it
still
was a
very
future,
involved in the sport.
right? It was a future deal. I'm happy. I'm happy for him.
Yeah,
I'm happy for the MLS. Um,
absolutely.
I I read something the other day that what the MLS is it's wanting to do, what they hope to do with Messi coming here, is to just put eyes on the MLS
Yeah.
across the pond, right?
Hmm.
So they want other people to come and see
Yeah.
what it's all about, right? They want to see the league. They want to see it. They want to get more exposure to the MLS. So what do? You get the goat,
Exactly.
arguably the goat, to come over here and
Yeah.
play. Inter Miami in 24 hours gained 4.8 million followers.
Yes.
What? In
Can
24
I,
hours?
can I respond to your question with a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Bro, what?
4.8 million in 24 hours. I
It's
didn't even.
insane.
You know what? Let me check right now because I haven't checked in a couple hours. I wanna see
Yeah.
what they went up by. Into Miami. They're at 6.3. So they went from 1 million to 6.3, 5.3 million followers
In less than
in
in less than
24
in
hours.
yeah, and I was gonna say in less than like 35 hours.
That is crazy, crazy.
That's
But
wild.
this is what the Messi effect does. Like
Oh yeah.
what they wanted is to make sure that, well, first of all, jersey sales are gonna go all over the place. Like, they're gonna
Oh
go
yeah.
crazy,
Absolutely. I mean, dude, first of all, it checks multiple boxes for me.
dude.
One, it's a messy kit, and two, it's pink. Sign me
I
up.
I almost divorced my wife because she said she wanted some Inter Miami gear. I was like, you better get out of my house, get out of here.
Eric saying Medford Messi
Good
greater
for
than
me.
Lionel Messi.
I mean, I can't argue that. I
Definitely
feel like if
can.
I do argue it, I'm gonna get in trouble, so I'm not gonna do it. But it really is the Messi effect. He
It is.
brings so many eyes over here, man. Like,
Yeah.
it's gonna be crazy. I'm happy for the MLS. I'm happy what it's going to do to the league. I read something the other day that's very true. Because I was going back and forth with this guy in the group because he was comparing Messi to Beckham, and what I was arguing was um, that Beckham was never at Messi's level of follower or following. Beckham was a very good player, you know,
What
world class, elite.
was Beckham a global phenomenon? Absolutely.
Yeah,
Was
absolutely. But
was he
in terms of football,
was he him?
no, no,
No.
no. In terms of football, Lionel Messi is a couple notches above where Beckham was at his peak,
Quite a
right?
few
So,
notches above.
and right now, as a 35-year-old man, I'm talking,
Yeah, and
right?
coming off of what you've done just in the last 2 years, like
Dude,
multiple French league titles,
he's won
World
everything.
Cup. Yeah, you've officially won everything
He's won everything.
aside from what our hemisphere has to offer.
So yeah.
I mean,
So and that's what he wants.
I'm pretty sure they've won some what is it for our side of the country for international stuff, like CONMEBOL or something like that.
The CONMEBOL is South America. We're CONCACAF.
Yeah, so like he's gotten wins there, but to win a domestic to win domestically for a team on his half of the country where he's originally from
Yeah,
is the only thing that he truly hasn't done. and it's
True,
only
because
it's
he's
only a
won.
matter of time before those happen now.
Yeah, he's won a Copa America. He's won a World Cup, and that's not easy to do. It
Yeah.
really isn't. And he did them all right at the end of his career. But this
He's won
move,
La Liga
this
titles. He's won
yeah,
Champions Leagues. He
everything.
he's won Copa del Rey's. Like,
But he has like 87 Ballon d'Ors. Like
yeah.
the dude, I'm telling you, listen, I was always a Ronaldo
This man
guy.
could build a small shed with all the trophies that he has accumulated in his
Yeah,
career.
I was always a Ronaldo guy, and I think we've talked about this before. I was always a
Definitely.
Ronaldo guy. Winning a World Cup, it's not easy. There's a lot of great players. Um, that yeah, he won Copa America with Argentina actually recently,
Yeah.
Eric. Um, there's a lot of players that have won a lot of stuff, but what this guy did in the last couple months, it's been unbelievable, and I really don't think that there's any argument anymore. Like once he won the World Cup,
That
I
was the
had to
thing.
I had to bow out, man. I had
Yeah,
to bow because it's not easy. Like
exactly.
it's not easy to win a World Cup. Like I don't care how good you are, soccer's just a little bit. It's just different. Like
Yeah.
Messi is the Jordan, right? Well, you could say the Jordan of soccer right now.
Yeah.
To a lot of people, he is like the GOAT, right? A lot
Yeah.
of people have Pele, just like a lot of people have Wilt. A lot of people, have Ronaldo, just like a lot of people have LeBron. But Messi's up there, now, especially now after the
Yeah.
World Cup, right? And what he did, and I think I texted this to you guys. A couple of my friends don't really watch soccer like that, and they asked me, "Can you explain this to me? Can you explain to me what happened in NFL terms?" And I was like, "Sure." Tom Brady just won a Super Bowl and joined the XFL. That's what just happened.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I when you told me that when we were chatting last night, I came back with like it's like LeBron winning an NBA title and being like, all right, I'm either A gonna go to the G League, or B, I'm gonna go play some slam ball. Like,
I mean, no, I don't want to. No offense to the MLS, at all, but it's no secret that other leagues have more
yeah.
talent. No secret at all. I'm just hoping what this does is bring some talent
Hmm.
over to the United States, and just open people's eyes, man. Like to get more traction into the actual sport. It's a beautiful sport. It's the number one sport in the world for a reason.
Hmm.
That's not a mistake. There's a reason for it. It is not for everybody. I understand that. That's no problem at all. But I guarantee you, if you give it a chance and you understand what's happening in the game and understand really how difficult it is to score,
Yeah.
it's it's great to watch. It really is. And I'm hoping what Messi's going to do with the MLS is just that, is to open their eyes to the United States and the MLS altogether, and we can get more viewers, which is going to turn into more money, which is going to turn into better players, and so on, right?
Exactly.
I read something, and I'll let you get your 2 cents in right after this, but I read something today that read David Beckham gave the league legs. Lionel Messi's going to give it wings,
Yeah. That is
and
a
and
very
and
true,
that is yeah,
very true statement.
and that is where this guy stopped me, because we were, like I said, we were going back and forth with. He was comparing him to Beckham. I was like, no, dude, that he's not. He's no Beckham. He's like way up here. And then he hit me with that. I was like, all right, you
It is
got
a
it.
very fair assessment for sure.
Yeah,
It
absolutely, 100%. I
Yeah.
100% agree. That's what we're hoping for. Now, will it happen? Time will tell. But that's what we're hoping for.
Yeah, I mean, to be to put it as simply as I possibly can, Lionel Messi transcends the sport of football more than any other player that has come to MLS has. Like, don't get me wrong, like David Beckham at the time, like I said earlier, he was a global phenomenon when he came here. Yes. Not many people knew Zlatan. I mean,
No,
the people that knew football knew Zlatan, but it's just something. Messi is more than just football. Like,
Yeah, no, I agree.
he is a literal icon at this point. If you
We have
go ahead.
Eric here saying I thought Red Bull did that. What did what?
Oh, giving the league wings.
Yes, that is true. I get you,
They
Eric's.
also gave MLS a team.
That's true. That's funny.
But yeah, like Lionel Messi is bigger than football. So getting that kind of a player here is exactly what this league needs right
Mhm.
now. This is
Yes.
exactly what this league needed at this point in time, is a player who, just aside from the play, just the eyes of the soccer world have turned to the United States of America, specifically Miami, Florida, to a
Well, that
team that is
part
owned
I
by
don't
the
like.
previous generation's global phenomenon in David Beckham.
That part I don't like. I think I'm gonna go back to what Eric said a little bit ago. I think that Messi would be like the ultimate GOAT if he did what he should have done, and that's join the Philadelphia Union.
Absolutely. But I mean, also, if I remember correctly, Inter Miami now technically is breaking league rules with this agreement because they currently have 3 designated players on roster. So they would have to either get rid of one, or again, for like the third time since they've been around, be technically an
Ineligible.
ineligible team. I had to
Well,
slow myself down.
I feel like they'll find a way to,
Oh yeah, they'll work around it like they
if you're
always
a
do.
player, you might just give your spot up for Lionel Messi. Like
Oh yeah.
whoever's wearing 10 in that team, you lost your number, bro. So go ahead and give it up
Just
now.
cue up that video of John Cena breaking through the wall. Are you sure about that?
Yeah, yeah, dude. Yeah, you might as well just take your jersey off now and come up with a new number because it's not going to be yours anymore.
Yeah.
Red Bull getting like a team. More like an empty stadium in New Jersey. Maybe Inter Miami dumps another team people nothing to the Union. I mean, we're pretty
Yeah,
set with the
yeah, we're
DPs too.
yeah,
We're full ourselves, so we would
yeah.
have to get rid of somebody. I was listen. At the beginning of the season, I was open to getting rid of Rua for James. I think that would have been awesome, but I'm still
I
happy we
mean,
have Rua.
look, call me that guy, but Harry Kane's about to hit the transfer window.
Come on, come on, come on. We're not going to talk about Harry Kane right now. Come on, stop it. I don't want Harry Kane.
Okay.
Nobody wants Harry Kane. Stop.
I mean, it would be funny.
I honestly I understand that he's your typical English striker. I do not like Harry Kane. I don't like him.
Me neither, but it would be it's fun to just say names
But
that you know are on the
what's
market.
worse, what's worse. You know who's looking at him? Real Madrid. So I'm gonna have to cheer for the guy. I really hope they don't pick him
Thank goodness Sergio Ramos has never touched a team that I support.
up. What if he comes to the Union?
Don't make me even hypothetically. Don't make me have to think like that. Don't do that to me. Not.
That'd be awesome, bro.
I mean, it would be great. It would be
That would be
so good.
awesome.
It would basically
Listen,
be like having a higher tier Brujo.
the day that the Union, um, make a move like that, bro, talk about streaking down the river end. Look, I'm with Eric that day.
Bury me in the river end at that
Yeah,
point.
I'm with Eric that day. I'm there. I'm there with you, bro.
Mboli is Mboli available again?
But before we get out of here, man.
I'll see you Mboli and raise you a Farid Mondragon.
Listen, before we get out of here, we got to talk about San Jose coming up.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the match?
It's definitely it's going to be a test for sure because of the fact that San Jose is a top 5 team out in the Western Conference, and the Western Conference again this year is a dogfight. So you're getting a team that still has the ability to climb another spot or two with a win here. So being able to go out there, pull points, and be able to maintain your position where you are high in the conference table would be an absolute plus. But you're really going to have to put in a lot of strong work against this team.
Yeah, and I really think we're going to have to be, really focused on this one. I think this is going to be a sneaky one. Um, I'm hoping we win. We are over there. I'm not. Uh, we're going to have to be very focused to go against a San Jose team. Like I said, they are up there in the other side, but we can't take this lightly. And I don't think that the union usually do, especially right now because they know that really right now we're looking to win every single game. Not that we don't always do that, but we're in the grind right now. We have got to make sure that we stay top three or at least close to Cincinnati, who's how many points over us? 9, I think it's 9 points.
8 or
9
9.
points. So so we have some work to do, and we actually see Cincinnati the next month, I think.
Yeah, in
Um,
about
so
4 or 5 weeks.
we're gonna have to do some damage there. We're gonna have to keep winning because they keep winning. So it's if we wanna try to make it up there, we're gonna have to put in some work, and it starts with San Jose, and then I think we can beat them. It's gonna be tough, but I think we can beat them. Um, it's just a matter of getting the support out there and
Yeah.
make sure that we can travel as well as all the other Philadelphia teams.
Eric saying if Wando goes shirtless in their supporters section again, I'm not worried. It, yeah, the few times that Wando has gone out to the supporters section and gotten shirtless, they have not won. So,
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. Listen, if you wanna see
come on,
different places,
Wando, do it, baby.
if you love going to the stadiums and going to see different places, Pat, let us know what we gotta do.
Oh, dude,
We gotta.
I'll tell you. If Pat's
Yeah,
not
go
here,
ahead, man. Tell me, please tell me.
you can go to phillysportstrips.com, and especially for you Eagles fans out there as well, with the season coming up, every single game that they have on the road, you're going to be able to go to if you go to phillysportstrips.com. They got all the Eagles games. They do Phillies, Sixers when they come back around, probably the Flyers. We'll see what happens with them coming up this season. It seems to be a bit
No,
of a fire sale going on over
not
there
a
with that
damn
team.
thing.
So
That's what's gonna happen. Not a
they
damn thing.
also they are also the official road trip sponsor for the Philadelphia Union. So make sure you get over there, check out everything they have. It's from what I've heard, it's a very good time. The food is incredible. And obviously being able to see the game is the icing on top of the already incredible cake. So make sure you go to phillysportstrips.com. Let them know that we sent you.
And if you are looking to go see your team, even here, not only your teams, concerts, theater, whatever you like, gotta check out Cherry's Ticket Town. Cherry's Tickets.com, family owned and operated since 1946. Great prices that you see right there. No hidden fees. I hate fees, especially if they're hidden. So I love Sherry's Ticket Town. And right now, if you want to save 10% on your purchase, you just gotta use the promo code EOP10. Again, promo code EOP10. You save 10% off the tickets you purchase.
Just to give you a quick example from Sherry's Tickets, uh, there's a show going on at Johnny Brenda's next week. Oh, my thing's not loading. My never mind. I was gonna talk about a good price on a good show.
Well, you can
Get
tell
through
them.
Sherry.
We can tell them where they can go watch the Philadelphia sports.
Hey, yeah, if you're
don't have
ever
tickets.
if you're ever in the Ridley Park area, make sure you stop down at Dolan's Bar down at 24 East Sellers Avenue out there in Ridley Park. It's always a good time going on down there. You never know what Philly sports legend is going to be stopping in. As you can see here from back in May, they had Charlie Manuel, Mickey Morandini, Hollis Thomas. There were a few other guys that showed up there, but like it's always a good time down there. So if you ever get a chance and you're in the Ridley Park area, make sure you get out to Dolan's.
And listen, before we get out of here, I gotta get your prediction for this weekend. What do you think we do?
3-1.
Union.
Yes.
Okay. And look, Eric says he went to the Penn State game with Philly Sports Trips. Listen, Philly Sports Trips is awesome. I can't wait. I can't wait to go with them to different sporting events. This is gonna be great.
It's gonna be so
I think man, I think we get 1 point out of this one. I think we go 2-2 against San Jose, which I'm okay with. Getting a point over there. Of course, I want to win, but as long as we don't come home empty-handed, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, especially going against a team that is also in the midst of a pretty tight battle for the top.
Yeah, they're gonna come out hungry, just like the Union.
Yeah, to be able, like you said, to be able to walk away with at least one is the goal.
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome. But listen, thank you again for hopping on. Welcome back when we missed you. Yeah, no idea. We had to.
There it is. 2-0 Union, one shirtless Wando.
100%. Listen, you have no idea how much I miss you. I had to deal with Pat this whole time. I'm telling you, do not ever do it to me again. No, I'm just kidding. We know we love Pat. He did a great job, and you can tell that he's really put an effort into getting to know the Philadelphia Union, and I love it. I love when people become fans and of the sport. The Union, yes, but the sport as a whole. I love every second of it. So for me, Austin, we'll see you next week. It was a pleasure talking to you guys.
See y'all next week.